In this video, let's have a look at the brand new Gran Turismo update as it brings 3 new cars and, most importantly, we can now buy swapped engines. Hello everyone and welcome to the Gran Turismo update. We're going to jump straight into this for you. First up, one of the brand new cars. We have 3 of them here. We're headed to America and the Greening Auto Company. Okay, this is a SEMA award winner. You can see that on the left hand side. We have the Maverick in the game. It is 300,000 credits, so not too bad in terms of price. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't sound half bad either. So yeah, not too bad in pricing. You'll buy that whenever you want. Next up then, the 2 other cars that have been brought in the patch. They're in the used car dealership, okay? And as we go into here, you can see the Alfa Romeo Sprint GT Veloce there. 180,000 credits. Let's listen to the car. This is a car I'm not really going to be using, to be honest with you. It's an old school car. For you car collectors, you will like the fact that this car is in the game. I don't know its relevance or significance. It's not a car I particularly know of its history. But hey, it's in there. If you want to buy it, if you want to use it, it is there for you. I suspect we'll be using it in a daily race in the near future. Let's go to the other car then that we can buy, which is the Nissan R32 GTR Nismo. Let's have a listen to that car now. So it sounds okay. It's got the usual Nissan features inside where the cockpit is pointed towards the driver, which is really nice, to be fair. You'll see that in all 90s Nissan, well, all 90s Japanese cars, really. It's the same in the Celica, the same in the Supra as well from the 90s. But this car will definitely be using it at some point, I imagine. They will really like to use this in a daily race, so do expect to see that. But they're the 3 cars in the patch. We go then to the cafe menu, and what you'll see here is the additional menus, extra menus, and we even actually get a reward on one of them already without even doing a thing other than buying a car. So as we head down here, you can see there we've got the SEMA GT awards, and we also have the Group A, which is the one I have achieved there, which is obviously with some of the more later additions. We also have some new scapes, folks, and I'm going to new scapes. I don't normally show off the new scapes, but I'm showing off these ones because we have the Lake District, so that is very close to me. It's an hour away from where I live right now, and I can see some of the places. I've been on that road before, for example, and as we go through the scapes then, let's have a gander here. Hawks Head, I've been there. That's how you get to Grisdale Rally, so you've seen some of that footage on the channel. You go via Hawks Head, and yeah, there's a few other bits and bobs here as well. You can go via Hawks Head anyway. So brilliant that they've added the Lake District. There's also another scape section as well. I think it was a Japanese stadium, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, I got excited. The Lake District is in Gran Turismo, so yeah, well played, PD. I wonder when they took those photos. It's a shame we didn't get a bit of the Grisdale Rally in there as well. Maybe it's something they can add in the future. Right, let's get to a big one then. We've got new tuning parts that can be purchased. Yes, we do indeed. So we've got Rupert there. I'm friends with Rupert actually in real life. I've not spoken to him in a while though. He's telling you that ultimate parts are available. So what do you do, folks? What do you do? Well, you go into this tuning area, let Rupert tell you what it's all about, and we head over to the ultimate section, which you can see at the top. Now, these are the parts that you could only, or used to be only able to get in the roulette. You can finally buy them. This is a brilliant update. Finally, I can stop doing the roulette when I don't need to, but we'll probably have a video on that separately. So yeah, you can buy all this stuff now. Any parts that are available for your car, you can now buy. There are no secret hidden parts anywhere in the game. This should have been in from day one. It's in now, so you know it's taken a year and however many months, but it's in, and that is what we can thank them for. It's finally in. They've seen their ways, or they've seen the right way to go about it, and it's finally in. So that is a really good thing that's been added. As well, you may have noticed we have engine swaps there. You may have seen the yellow writing. So you head over to car maintenance and service. You can see we're in the Samba bus once again. Clayton telling us what to do. And down at the bottom, where the wide body is, we now have this engine swap. And you can see here, we can put the Porsche 911 engine in. So remember, when you change your engines, any of the tuning parts that relate to the engine, they will be removed. It will tell you that here. So engine swaps are prohibited by certain regulations. Remember, the car could become invalid. It will strip the engine of its original parts, and you cannot change it back to its original state. So you think about the legendary dealership, if there's any cars in there, if you change them, you're going to have to wait for them to appear in that legendary dealership again. Let's actually put the engine on then. Let's have a look at this animation because you'll like it. That is an amazing... I love that animation. That is actually brilliant. And do remember, engine swap prices will change depending on the engine and the car as well. So that was 226. There was another one that was 180 that I tried as well. Finally, we've got this really interesting button next to the enter button. Okay, so we click enter first. As you can see, I've never entered a Toyota Cup. I did mention this on stream as well. As you can see, I'm now trying to enter essentially, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to come back out of that, and I'm just going to go straight to the practice mode, or free practice as it's called. Now, what this allows you to do is actually see the cars on the leaderboard and actually practice a time trial without actually entering. This isn't as significant for the Toyota Cup or Nations Cup. However, it is very, very, very significant for the manufacturer series. And the one reason and one reason only for that is that you can now see who is on the leaderboard, who is at the top of the leaderboard, and maybe who has already picked your manufacturer and choose a different manufacturer, rather than going to a different account and having to do that whole rigmarole of trying to enter. This will actually lower their numbers in terms of entrance for the Manufacturers Cup because people won't have to change accounts now. But even so, this is a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant update. And the fact that you can go and see those leaderboards and find out which manufacturer is doing best. Or, as I say, check out the actual championship that it relates to. You can't still practice the race. There has been some other updates in terms of the game as well, which they don't tell you about. It doesn't look like the BOP has been updated from initial looking into that. So... take that what you will, but even so. The big thing from this update, it's not the cars, because the cars are really going to be used. The big thing is the tuning and the engine swaps. That is absolutely fantastic. A big, big thank you, PD. It's what was needed. It shouldn't have been related to the roulette. It's nice you can win them on the roulette now. I have less problems with that roulette now because you can actually buy the parts, but, oh... superb, absolutely superb, really, really good. And that is it in terms of this patch update. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. I do try and get the hard-hitting information out as quick as I can, and I do stream, and I also play some other games as well. I say that is it for me. 2 videos there to check out. Thank you once again for watching, and I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.